bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Hey, what's good? Happy Tuesday. Good afternoon and welcome. This is the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score, 100.7 The Score mobile app, and TSportsNetwork.com. On television, Fox 34 News Now, YouTube, Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV. Lots of different ways to take us in. However you're doing so, we thank you for making us part of your Tuesday afternoon. Alongside Trent, Hilliard, I'm Chois Woodman. Lucas White across the way taking care of us. You can also hit us up if you'd like to. Your thoughts, your comments, your questions, hopes, dreams, whatever you may have, bring them all in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line through that 100.7 The Score mobile app. Take the app anywhere with you. Even listen in if you are out in Jackpot, Nevada.
I have a great name for a place in Nevada.
Yeah, seems to work. Sorry, Nevada. I know we got a couple people out there that will correct us on that. Trent, I thought it was pretty crazy. We were talking yesterday. A lot of Brendan Sorsby. Feels like the college sports world has gotten far nuttier since we were on air 24 hours ago. So we'll talk plenty of that, plenty of Sorsby and the fallout that comes with it. Apparently we got a bunch of perfect people, athletic directors and such walking around. We got glass houses going on, plenty to get into. Lucas, I believe, packed a lunch today, which is good. It's good. So he'll hang with us for the three. So we'll get into lots of different stuff, lots of different angles, I should say. Mostly one topic, and we welcome y'all's thoughts, comments, questions. You know, I stated yesterday, I don't really know how to feel. There's no real good feelings out of any of this. I believe Texas Tech did exactly what conservatively 95% of other schools would have done, which is support their player and try to get their $5 million quarterback eligible.
Right.
I think 95%, again, I think I'm on the low side there, would have done the same thing. I think yesterday's ruling was a bit of a surprise based off of anything we've seen in the past, but not based off of the information that was given regarding a little bit of a precedent last week, and then how the NCAA has done in court. So it's not that surprising. I think it was shocking to almost everybody out there because no one came after Texas Tech with Lawrence Skubenick's letter 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
No one did. Because the reality is no one thought this would go through. They're just like, oh, it's a guy. It's president supporting the player. There's nothing to this. This isn't going to happen.
Even Hokut had talked about it at the Big 12 meetings last week.
Right.
And there was nothing. All those Big 12 ADs and different people, nobody upset, doing anything about it then.
So now you've got Kansas State coaches trying to call for forfeits. You've got, or not forfeits, boycotts, I guess, which would turn into a forfeit for them, except they don't play Tech. You got Georgia. I mean, they're the peaches of all college sports. They never do anything wrong, like kill people. They're out there calling for boycotts. It's a weird thing. I think it is mostly smoke. I think we'll find out. I think from a Big 12 standpoint, there's absolutely no footing there for teams to say we're not going to play you. But It's still a weird place to be. I mean, you were the villain in somewhat of a fun way before. Now this is, I mean, you're crossing into different territory here where it seems like everybody hates Texas Tech. And I don't know what's happened in the last 24 hours on why that should change so much. Texas Tech support never changed. No. Texas Tech really didn't do a whole lot in this. They're trying to get their quarterback on the field like almost anybody would. But man, it's a strange place to be in. And nothing's finalized, I guess, yet. From a legal standpoint, Brendan Sorsby will play. But what happens now? Feels like the toothpaste is out of the tube as far as Tech. You've chosen to support your student-athlete, right? You can't go back on that, right?
No, yeah.
So
no, it's got to be, if there's anything happen, it's going to be between Tech and Sorsby and communication of, hey, you see where this direction's headed. We need you to do this or whatever, right. That type of stuff that would go on. But it's not going to change, I don't think, any of the angst that places have. I mean, that's what's crazy. The Georgia athletic director is like, we're not going to play you in volleyball. It's like, what does our volleyball team have to do with this? So a guy who gambled, again, 4 years ago, 3 schools ago, on football. Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah, that's the big thing. He gambled on his sport that he was a member of, not a participant at that time. And so certainly, hey, yeah, that's the forbidden thing. So why are we not at Indiana? And saying, hey, well, you guys didn't monitor this? Yeah. Y'all didn't have checks and balances? Cincinnati, you didn't? The guy has played 0 football for Texas Tech. Mm-hmm. And tons of games at Indiana and tons of games at Cincinnati. And Tech's the one that's going to be the integrity of the sport? No, yeah. He's not going to gamble while he's here. I promise you he will not be gambling while he's here. It will be highly monitored.
And if he does, he will be kicked off.
He's going to be gone
immediately.
Right.
Because it will be such a open thing.
Right. So what are they worried about in playing Tech?
Like Brendan Sorsby won't be able to send a text message without it being monitored this year.
Yeah.
And that's where and that's how it needs to be for him and for his you're going to go the mental health route. For his mental health, it needs to be that way.
Yeah, and that's part of the
babysat for a long time.
Yeah, that's the process, and that's what he went to his rehab for, and it's a continual thing, and everybody has acknowledged that.
Yeah. It doesn't make this gooey feeling that I have as a Tech fan right now go away.
No.
Again, it's not it doesn't feel like that there's true right and wrongs anywhere. There are some true lines, but without fences, without parameters, without governance, it is the Wild West in the NCAA, and Texas Tech is taking advantage of no fences as well as anybody. It's the bottom line. Got plenty to continue with.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Thanks for hanging with us on a Tuesday. It's the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Chois Woodman, Trent, Hilliard, yours from the First United Bank studio. Thanks for hanging with us today. Been a surly last couple of days, but we're all in this together, even though we feels like a rudderless ship right now. Don't really know where it's going. I think almost everything we've heard the last 2 days are just, it's anger, it's disbelief, but I don't think there's any substance to much of what's out there. I think Brendan Sorsby will play 10 games in the regular season, barring injury. I do think it's been interesting. I've seen some people say that people will go after him with dirty hits and that sort of thing. And if you think Brendan Sorsby's wrong and you're going to correct it with another wrong, like what? That seems great.
Yeah, I don't see
Lots of integrity
anybody
there
having personal issues, other players.
I hope not.
Other than the Cincinnati, that match will certainly, but that was going to have that whatever.
That'll have plenty of venom. Yes. Yeah. Nebraska, didn't they used to assign football numbers based on months of probation left? Probably. I'm not kidding. I had a buddy, his dad went to play for Nebraska in the 80s. Probably right around 81, 82. Can't remember exactly when. But he went to go play for Nebraska at that time. He was a stud in high school. His dad says he refused to do steroids. Everybody there was juicing up, and he could not keep up. He could not keep up, and so therefore he didn't. He had to leave. So there's been stuff everywhere, every program, all over the place. Some a lot worse than others. That's why I hate the holier than thou approach with this. And it's misdirected as well. You want to be mad at someone, be mad at the NCAA, be mad at the SEC and how they've created this monster in college football. And Charlie Baker, the dum-dum that he was, shot down the congressional proposal, the bill that's in Congress last week, and now he's begging for help from Congress.
Yeah.
That would have given him more power. Silly stuff. This from the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Tech's done nothing wrong. Now, if they were ruled against and still deciding to play Sorsby, then the fallout would be warranted. The only schools that did wrong were Indiana, previous coaching staff, and Cincinnati. And I understand that Cincy was the ones who turned him in after they were mad and he transferred. There's no, I think, for sure proof on that, but that's what a lot of people assume. Please just cut Sorsby. Too much baggage with him and Texas Tech. I think at this point, if Texas Tech were to cut Sorsby, Texas Tech could be taken to court. That's how these things work.
Yeah, you're breaking that precedent that was set the other day.
He could sue Texas Tech for then not allowing him to fulfill his end of a contract. So, didn't both the judge and the NCAA acknowledge that there was no integrity issues found? Yes, both did. Of the 32 Georgia players arrested, many on felony charges, how many did they bail on? 2. How has that damaged the Georgia brand? None. But yeah, they won't play us. We will get over those hypocrites. None of this will hurt Texas Tech's brand to anyone that matters. Won't hurt recruiting. Will likely help. Texas Tech has done nothing wrong in this mess, contrary to what the haters are saying. Misinformed trolls are meaningless. There is no corruption here. Sorsby fought the NCAA and won, not Texas Tech. Texas Tech simply supported their players as any decent program would. The NCAA wants an expedited appeal. Why didn't they request that for Chambliss? His injunction was a couple of months ago. Hypocrisy. Georgia is desperately trying to save face, LOL. I guess so. I guess we're like, we are good guys now. Look at me. The real question is, will anybody be able to bet on Texas Tech again? The integrity of the gambling system has been compromised. That was funny. That was pretty funny. I saw something yesterday that was talking about an Iowa football player that had placed one bet on women's basketball team for the university, and that player ended up losing his senior season. The football for one bet, and then you have someone like Sorsby who made a ton of bets get reinstated. That's from Juan. That is correct. The difference is the Iowa football player never fought back against it. He probably would have won.
Mm-hmm.
Probably would have, because I think this was 2 seasons ago, I believe. Did he? Yeah, so that was the same there. So what now, Trent? what happens now? Does this die away in a week? I mean, this is a hot button topic for right now.
Right. I think a lot of it we'll see what comes out of these meetings that we have. We've got some Big 12 athletic directors, I believe, meeting today. I think they'll have some more athletic directors and stuff that'll meet and get together from these other conferences and talk about stuff and either talk some of these ADs off the ledge that they're flying off of or get them all unified in whatever. But again, some of these ADs better be careful of what they're talking about, because everybody's got some stuff when you're dealing with hundreds across all your athletic programs of 18 to 20, 24, 25-year-olds now. There's going to be some make mistakes, and are you going to hold them accountable for that and kick them off based on the mistake that an 18, 19-year-old kid, Nick Saban, goes and says, hey, listen, I've got this kid when I was at Michigan State, and talks about how everybody wanted to kick him off and they didn't, and now he's grown, he's running a business, kids are at Princeton or some Ivy League school and stuff, and so you've got to be careful of what you do, and from a coaching standpoint, having been in these situations many times, if you're going to err, you want to err on the side that benefits the kid and gives that kid another chance. And that kid will either reform themselves or they're going to make the same mistakes, and then you move off. But it's a fine line. But man, you're in the job of education and developing young people, and so you certainly don't want to cut them off for some mistake that they make. As an 18-year-old, if you can help them and help them develop and grow with them suffering some consequences. And I think that's the big issue, is people just don't feel like the 2 games is enough consequence on this one.
Maybe so. But again, that's as much fault of the NCAA as anybody.
That's what they said, and so that's what you do.
Yeah. So I don't believe that Texas Tech has any grounds of being punished by the Big 12, because people are asking that. I don't think they can legally in this case, because it goes against the court. But where the Big 12 is allowed, which the Big 12 doesn't dole out any punishment. They do slaps on the wrist and they fine athletic directors $25,000 and they fine you for rushing a field. That's what they do. But what it states is the bylaws allow for the disinterested athletic directors to be empowered to determine whether any sanctions are appropriate, the type, extent, and conditions to any sanctions imposed. Bylaw allows for the discipline that includes prohibitions on appearance in postseason events or televised events, restrictions on revenue distributions, and limitations on recruiting or scholarships. But this would again into falling in, what did Texas Tech do wrong?
Right.
And I don't believe that the Big 12 could suspend Sorsby, because then that would be going against the court. So I think the hands are somewhat tied. Brett Yormark will go into this meeting, say, I'm sorry you're mad at big old bad Texas Tech. And then I guess it dissipates, because there's nothing they can do. No. ESPN and Fox are surely not taking the side of someone else, because they know that Big 12 or that Texas Tech will be one of their cash cows this year.
Exactly.
People will hate watch. And they're a good football team. So it feels like we'll get to a quiet point at some point, Trent, but I don't know when that will be. Quieter, maybe.
Until the next big thing happens. And
I guess so. Yeah, that's what
I don't know when that will be. Yep.
Have a good rest of your day, Trent.
All right.
Bottom line continues on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Happy Tuesday, y'all. It's the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 Score app. Chois Woodman, Jamie Lent, yours from the First United Bank studio. We'll continue to read more of your thoughts from the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Some interesting stuff there here in just a few moments. Before we do, Jamie's got a question.
Time now for Jamie's question of the day on 100.7 The Score. Presented by Connecticut of West Texas. Life's hard, your water shouldn't be.
All right, guys. Today's question is very, very broad and answers wide open. Okay? I'll make this statement to you. Brendan Sorsby is the quarterback for Texas Tech this upcoming season. He is healthy. He is ready to go. Starting game 2, he will be your starting quarterback. What are you worried about?
I am worried that he and the Red Raiders don't match the pressure and or distractions that comes with all of this. That's my concern, is that this has turned in such a circus that it becomes enough of a distraction to seeps into the chemistry that seems to be so good for this team. And maybe not the chemistry, but just your play. This team has been, it seems like last year you were able to piece together a roster along with what you had already here. Some really good leadership. Because we talked about that. We've talked about the leadership that was established before on last year's team and replacing that leadership. Mm-hmm. The quarterback position by default is a leadership position. So there are no guarantees that you win football games. And that's where my concern is. So distractions and pressure, because there's even added pressure that comes. We thought we had pressure last year, and there was, but it feels like there's going to be even more this year because of all this with it.
I jokingly am offended by your use of the word peace. Our roster was so incredibly talented. That was not pieced together.
I said pieced together, but then I wanted to make sure I said with what you already had here, because it was...
That roster was legit.
No, it was amazing.
There were no scraps.
Amazing.
Yes.
Love that roster.
Yep.
Those guys. Logan?
I'm worried it was all for nothing. The court, bringing him in, the court guys in general, he just doesn't gel with the team and just plays bad as is. And there was just no reason to bring him in anyway. So he went through all the drama for nothing.
Okay.
Jamie?
I just feel like this is me being super...
I think I know what you're going to say.
Superstitious or super...
I knew
there's a sports karma thing, when there's so much drama, that guy either has a terrible year or he gets hurt.
How many times do we see guys that hold out in camp get hurt?
Yes, get hurt.
Not that it's what they deserve or anything. It just happens.
Yeah.
And it could be coincidence, but...
And there's probably plenty of times where it doesn't happen and we don't notice that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, but it stands out when it does.
But it just feels like something, there's going to be some sort of... Mm-hmm. The sports gods are going to be like, nah, we're not in favor of this. This is not the way it's supposed to go.
What if a Tyler Shuck injury happens where the first game of the season... Well, it can't be the first game. It would be the first game of the conference season.
What if the college football world will rejoice?
It would. And that's sad. It's really sad because I saw, and again, absolute cesspool on social media. I saw people saying teams should go straight for his knees the whole time and play dirty. And I don't think there will be a lot of that, but I'm not certain that there won't be guys that try to take cheap shots and dirty shots on him. We saw it with Shadur Sanders.
But you see that with every quarterback, though, right? Everybody's going after everybody's quarterback, and maybe it's a little bit more, but
I think Shadur Sanders took more shots than a normal guy.
I would also think officials would be more apt to be looking for it with Sorsby.
I would hope so.
So you better be careful there.
Yep. Oh, that was a fun one, Jamie.
Sorry.
There's no fun right now. We don't get to have fun.
I mean, the potential, obviously, with what he brings to the table is really, really good. And that your offense has, the potential to be better than it was last year when it was very good last year and all that good stuff. So that's why I bring up, okay, so just flip it. What's the thing that concerns you? Because now you have the guy that you wanted. Yeah. The style of quarterback that you wanted. That's got a big arm. They can make all the throws, but is also, strong and thick and can run the football and help you in the run game as well. So, that's the flip side was just like, okay, so what's to worry about? Yeah. But I do wonder about the distraction thing. This is a massive challenge for Coach McGuire and his staff. Seen. Yeah.
Like in college football, this is never.
Yeah.
There is no precedent for this. So, Joey McGuire is known as a player's coach, a chemistry guy. It's kind of what he specializes in, if you will. He's got his work cut out for him this year. And it's one guy, but it's the most important guy to a football team, the starting quarterback. So this question or comment, I wish we could see how the vocal outrage would be if Sorsby ended up going to LSU or another SEC or Big Ten school. That's if the news ever got out. I think at least of the least of the outrage is because some of it is because it's us. No one is saying anything about Cincinnati or Indiana who actually played him while he was gambling. No one brings up other schools' portal spending, just us. Tech has chosen to be somewhat in the limelight when it comes to the portal spending. You 100%. Celebrated it.
Yeah, 100%.
This one not necessarily chosen, but again, you've already kind of made a bet on where you're at. But I don't disagree. I would love to see what it would have been like at another school, just out of curiosity. May have been the exact same thing, may not. Tech hasn't done anything but Sorsby did as a Big 12 athlete. That's a fair point. Although he is at a different school, he is still a Big 12 athlete. Could the Big 12 add an additional suspension? My understanding of how all this court stuff works is the Big 12 could be held criminally responsible if they go against what the court rules. That's how I understand it. So I don't believe the Big 12 can suspend Brendan Sorsby. That's, again, I could be wrong. Lawyers, correct me if I'm wrong, but
I would tend to believe you're probably right. Yeah.
Players have done things off the field that have resulted in internal disciplinary action that required them to miss games. Seems like Tech could do the same with Sorsby. I feel like we stepped in a stinking pile of dog something with this Sorsby thing. Why is there no gambling in the Southeastern Conference? Because there's too many cheetahs. Okay. All right. The Big Ten had Michigan violating the integrity of the game, stealing signs, and Penn State knowingly keeping Jerry Sandusky around, but Texas Tech is a line too far gone for me to break. Or give me a break. There we go. Yeah. Hey, leave Michigan alone. Michigan here from Michigan. Ohio State and Michigan have vacated wins for issues among others, not Michigan. Michigan State, sorry. Ohio State and Michigan State. Okay. Michigan didn't ever give up anything? I guess there's just show cause stuff for 10-year basically ban for Jamie's guy, Harbaugh.
My guy.
All right, plenty more from you. Again, we'll try to read as much as we can. Your guys in New York are mean, Jamie.
What?
Good thing you're not a Knicks fan. Did you see like the curb stomping of Spurs fans' heads and stuff going on out in at Times Square last night? It was. I'm sure he did nothing to deserve it, but they did not handle the loss very well last night. Of course, if I paid tens of thousands of dollars for a ticket and then watched my team lose, it probably wouldn't.
Yeah, probably frustrate me
Wouldn't
too.
feel so good.
Yep.
It's the bottom line. We've got a we got a joke or two next on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
He's Jamie Lent. I'm Chois Woodman. Lucas and Logan across the way. Got about a half hour left with you today. It's the bottom line on 100.7 The Score. Time for Tell Me I'm Wrong. This is me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me I'm wrong, Jamie. The first big piece of news we will get when it comes to ramifications for Brendan Sorsby will be the previously mentioned blue blood that you were going to play in 27 and 28 will not play. You will not get to play them anymore. Tell me I'm wrong.
You think Texas Tech is going to announce that?
No, but I think that it will come out somehow. Whether it's the other team or to me, what it sounded like is that it was going to be USC. That's what's kind of widely believed right now.
The rest of college football would be mad at USC if they signed on the dotted line with that right now.
Well, the Big Ten is the one that may mandate no playing of Texas Tech in this. And they are a Big Ten school. I had to look again, but they are.
It's going to be interesting how all this is going to work, man.
But you basically had games locked in with USC in 27 and 28 is what the rumor mill says. Nothing official, public yet, but I think you would have gotten an announcement this week had all this fall. So I think that's where the first domino will fall. If you,
I'll agree with you. I'll say you're right because I think sooner or later that will be announced, and it may come from the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it, if not announced, leaked to someone.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Logan?
I also think you're right. I think depending on how long this lasts, with everyone saying they're not going to play Texas Tech, it could be a problem. But if it kind of dies down quickly, we could see that game. But I think you're right.
I think that's where, like, you need a game in 27. We know that, obviously.
Need 12 of them.
You do. You need a. That's well done.
Thank you.
You need a non-conference Power 4 game. Where do you go hunting? You wanted blue blood, obviously that was the target. But if both the Big Ten and SEC refuse to play Texas Tech, that's pretty big fallout. I guess you go start hunting in the ACC for a replacement. If you cannot get anybody to play you, what happens? That's a big...
Pac-12?
I guess, honestly. Yeah. It's probably what you end up doing. You end up with...
Or it's some smaller school that just needs the payday.
Yeah. So, that's my concern right now.
Maybe
how much of this is just immediate frustration reaction versus what sticks?
Yeah. And how long is the ban going to last? If Brendan Sorsby's gone a year from now,
right? Can you schedule him?
Is the Big Ten gonna end that ban?
It's a great question.
But the volleyball team is already scheduled to play in, multi-team events.
Right.
With SEC schools. There's probably some that are scheduled to come here for the Red Raider Open or something. I don't know.
Probably so. Probably one, yeah. The Big Ten is the one that sounds like they're the ones that could put a league-wide ban on. Big Ten are expected to discuss, this was from Pete Thamel yesterday, upcoming days, a league-wide mandate not to play Texas Tech in any sports per Big Ten sources. This is in the wake of Nebraska AD Troy Dannon informing his staff that they couldn't schedule with Texas Tech. Now, that's a discussion. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. But the Big Ten's the one that's talked about. Georgia AD is the buffoon that can't read a room or doesn't know what a glass house is that came out and said something too, but nothing else league-wide from the SEC. So maybe this isn't as big of a deal. Maybe it is just some individual schools, and hopefully that's what ends up happening. But I do think USC, if they come out and they announce this within a week or two, USC is going to get some backlash.
Absolutely, they are.
So maybe if they keep this in place, they decide, hey, we'll just hold on to the announcement of this until October or something. Maybe they can do that, where contracts are signed or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they can wait until then. But if you do this so quick, USC is going to get fire from some.
They sure are.
So I don't know. Not certain what ends up coming and how much fallout there is, but it does feel like there's some coming and probably some we don't even expect from one angle or another. All right, y'all keep your thoughts coming in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Comments, questions, whatever you may have there. Jamie, I always like to get your thoughts as a boss when I see certain things float across my timeline on the internet. The best excuses if you want to leave work early. I want to know if these work for you. Okay?
Choice looked this up, so he used some of them.
Well, I didn't say how I came across it, but the best excuses. How I want to see if you're buying or not with these. Okay.
Okay.
And I know, it depends who's saying these things too.
Sure.
A pipe burst at your house is the top excuse.
Clint Scott used that one.
I think he's used it more than once since I've been here.
I only remember once,
Okay.
but because it was
used it recently. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that one's been used a couple times. But just saying. Okay. Your dog ate something questionable. I think Clint's used that one too. Taking him to the vet.
I don't remember that, but okay.
I really do think that Gronk, his giant dog, got into something, so he had to take him to the vet.
Gronk could eat a car tire and it wouldn't even be noticeable.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a big dog. You broke a tooth? That one you can kind of check on, right? And is that big of a dental emergency?
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Yeah, get it fixed after work. So, yes to the first one?
It's one thing if Choice calls or texts me and tells me that and he's going to go in the morning. It's another thing if it's during his allotted slot
show,
on
yeah.
air.
Yeah, that matters.
Yeah, because in the morning I'm like, yeah, go to the dentist. I don't care.
Yeah, right.
In the afternoon, now that
These
I have to
things
have somebody to replace you, I'm less okay with it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Car breaking down. Great excuse to miss.
Rob Bro has used
Rob's
that
used
one
that one.
before.
On fire, I think.
He
I
was,
think there was fire involved.
I don't know.
Smoke coming out of it.
I couldn't stop laughing. It was hilarious.
Jury duty. This one can work to get you multiple days off.
Yeah. No, that's
have-
legit.
I have not gotten this. My wife got another one. She was on a jury last year, and she got another one.
That's not something you want to do. Although I did it one time and was on a jury, and it was entertaining. It was educational. It was interesting, but it's not something I want to do ever again.
I want to do it. I want it to be in a time that's not going to affect everybody around here too much. But I would love to do it.
Choice is looking for any reason not to be in the building.
Not true.
Any reason.
I've never got to do jury duty, and I want to try it once. And I'll probably get the most boring case ever. Whatever.
Brendan Sorsby's case.
Your physical is taking longer than expected. Okay.
More surface area.
Some people think the best excuse... More surface. Some people think the best excuse is none at all. Simply tell your boss I need to head home early today. Got something important to take care of. Jamie is one of those guys that doesn't want to know any details.
I would be like, okay.
All right, get out of here. Just don't miss your show.
Yes.
It's the bottom line.
Stop making me talk.
Okay, you got to do one more segment, though. It's the bottom line on 100.7 The Score.
Getting to the point. but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
It is time for the most interesting facts of the day, brought to you by Dos Equis and the most interesting man in the world. Jamie, I feel like I've read this one before. Did you know
Choice.
the core of the Earth is hotter than the surface of the sun?
Did not know that. So is it lava?
I think the floor is lava, or the core is lava. Dang it, missed
And the
chance
ceiling is the roof.
there. Okay, MJ. Jamie, did you know the screen? Speaking of MJ, have you seen the new Michael Jackson movie yet?
I have not.
I figured you'd already knocked that one out in theaters, like family night. Are you going to? Or are you just going to wait till...
Yeah. I'm not going to go to the theaters.
I've heard really good things about it.
Okay, good.
Jamie, did you know the screenplay for the James Bond movie You Only Live Twice was written by children's author Roald Dahl?
I didn't know that. That's pretty crazy.
Do you know what Roald Dahl...
No, but I mean, you said he's a children's
Yeah,
author.
I'm trying to think. James and the Giant Peach.
Okay.
And what else was there?
If you give a mouse a muffin?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's a great book, though. What else did Roald Dahl do? All right, someone help me out. Jamie, did you know when John Williams first played the two-note Jaws theme
Didn't it?
for Steven Spielberg, he laughed thinking it was a joke and expecting something more melodic? John replied, "The sophisticated approach you would like me to take isn't the approach you took with the film I just experienced." So he wanted more symphonic type of music, I guess.
Okay. Well, it works.
It did work. John Williams basically has written every major music for so many films.
Okay.
He did Home Alone music.
All right.
He did Star Wars, Jurassic Park, like all of these. Jaws.
He's a different John Williams than the one that played in the NBA, John Hot Rod Williams.
I think so, but
What
if he did both of those things.
What about
that's
the fatter version of John Williams that played in the NBA that they later called John Hot Plate Williams?
I don't know any of these, but I'm going to look them up.
Hot Rod Williams
That sounds fake.
was a decent player. Hot Plate Williams was not that good.
Hot Plate Williams. Went to LSU, apparently. Oh, man. That guy looks like he ate the first John Williams. Clippers? Yeah.
Sure.
It's a big boy. Big old boy. Jamie, did you know the ancient Romans in Pompeii had near-perfect dental health due to low-sugar diet with fruits and vegetables and a local water source rich in fluorine?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Jamie, did you know the famous...
They probably didn't need to floss.
I bet you still do.
Mm.
You can use like a palm tree leaf to floss.
Okay.
Jamie, did you know the famous philosopher Voltaire made all of his money in 1729 when he was 35, when he realized the jackpot of the French lottery was more than the cost of buying every single lottery ticket. So he bought every ticket, won a jackpot of about 500 francs, which was roughly the equivalent of tens of millions of dollars today.
Good for him.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Buy every ticket.
I feel like he had a monopoly going on.
Wow. How stupid are they in France?
Oui.
Pardon?
Uh-huh.
Texter. Clint's is better.
Yes, way better.
The molested goose. Matilda, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the BFG, and James and the Giant Peach. Those are all rolled though.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Charlie. I should have got that one. Jamie, did you know tomorrow's the last day to see the Michael movie in theaters?
I did not.
But it's already out on Prime Video if you have it. That's from Mr.
Okay.
B. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we need to watch.
I gotta check it out.
Want to have a party tonight?
No.
There's no sports going on. I mean, there's Rangers are playing actually. So
What are you saying about your team there, Choice?
that they're playing.
And it's a guaranteed win. It's against Clint's
that
team.
they're playing the Royals, so
Yeah.
I can just chalk it up.
Yeah.
I can just not worry about it.
It's a layup.
I would have gone home run, but you know.
We have just totally jinxed them.
I do feel bad about that.
Yeah.
They'll probably hang a 0 and then hit 4 home runs the next game.
It's what they do.
Yeah, it is. Looking for games to play, Tech should check out the Mid-American Conference, Toledo, Northern Illinois, Bowling Green. I think we're looking for power conferences, Dutch, but if you had to, then you settle with what you got to do. If a broken tooth can be saved, a broken tooth can be saved if you get it to the dentist soon enough. Time is of the essence, whether broken in half or completely knocked out. Okay. So there is some reason there. Look, y'all just helped me with an excuse later with Jamie. Did the Big 12 threaten to boycott Michigan when they had their sign-stealing scandal? Where is this conference beef coming from? Is it just temporary overreaction about integrity when it comes to the NCAA confirmed there were no integrity issues?
Well,
we talked about.
I don't know
earlier.
that you can throw the Big 12 out there because the Big 12 teams are threatening to also boycott us.
Some of them, yes.
Yeah.
And some of them cursing at us.
I don't feel like that's realistic. Yeah, the K-State AD, goodness gracious.
It's the same guy
I'd be so disappointed if Kirby Hocutt responded like that.
I would too. I would.
Be angry about it all you want, but that's a little over the top.
I mean, I still believe the basis of a lot of this, the anger, that is, just stems from frustration with the fact that Texas Tech is a current.
Why is K-State mad at us?
There.
I mean, we beat them for the first time in like 37 years
That's
this year.
That's kind of where I'm like, or jealousy.
Yeah.
Or jealousy. Because K-State's probably one of the least funded schools when it comes to NIL right now. So there's some jealousy that goes on there, I'm sure. Heck, Jamie, you know why K-State's mad at you? We just took their star linebacker.
Sure.
I mean, this happens all over the place. All over the place you're going to find this. It's also the ways of college football right now. College athletics, I should say. We don't like it when our guy goes to the Longhorns in baseball. We don't like it when Arkansas plucks someone away from us. We don't like it when we have to see someone in another uniform having success. So I get it. I get the same feelings. But it also pollutes your thought process on other things. The thought that this Brendan Sorsby ruling should make other teams boycott Texas Tech is kind of childish and silly. But, heck, we've been a cancel culture for a decade plus now. Yeah, maybe it's not been that long. I guess it kind of came in with 2020 mostly, but cancel culture, it's what people do. I don't like it. This is something I don't care for. Boycott. Put my foot down. And the reality is, boycotts only work if it is a really unanimous thing. So if a whole league decides to do it against Texas Tech, it does become a problem.
Sure does.
And I will hate it, if leagues decide to do it and blackball you in other sports that don't deserve it. Because I don't think you deserve it in football, but at least it would be linked there.
Yeah, whereas volleyball or
right,
soccer or baseball or whatever, golf.
Right. Are you going to take these multi-team events? Are you going to pull out of them? If Nebraska's playing Tech and volleyball this next year in a multi-team event, is Nebraska going to be like, sorry,
yeah,
we're quitting this event?
I feel like they've given themselves an out by saying games that aren't scheduled yet.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
But just strange territory. I'm tired of it all. It's been 2 days of it, but hopefully it dies down. I hope it does. It will ramp back up in the season. We know that. But when's someone else going to make a mistake outside of Texas Tech so we can get the rest of the sports world back.
This
on
story's just going to overshadow it.
Probably. All right, y'all have a great rest of your Tuesday. Got extra thoughts? Go carry them over to Tech Talk on Double T 97.3 coming up next over there. For Jamie, Trent, Lucas, Logan, I'm Choice. It's been The Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score.
This has been the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 100-7thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.